offense will take the first swing of the game. David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight reel catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators and defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make...
Oh, he's got some space! And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. He's up to 41 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season. The Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Reed. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Moss. White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They strike first in that opening drive of the season. Could not have gone better.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late. What a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around and hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the air, it's McCown. Caught close to the marker, it's McCoy. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Going to swing it on second down. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Roadrunners will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. and he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll go right back to the run. Picks up the first down, still moving. That gives him 54 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Snagged out of the air. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. He'll take a shot. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played 1. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played 1. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Tight end now in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Grabbed behind the line, it's Moss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw again. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. To the air, it's McCown. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week.
There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's McCown. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Roadrunners will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's...
He's got it at the 25. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. A designed run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now third and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's McCown. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's loose. Open field. Time has run out of the half, and he can sprint to the locker room where the orange slices will be a little bit sweeter. A punt return for a touchdown to end the half.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now on 3rd down for this offense.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the...
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll give it to him again. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. He now has 85 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's got it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's McCown. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Pulls and fires complete. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Gonna run it. It's Moss. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes it.
Turning it on! They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the 1st. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Back to pass, it's Reed. Fakes to grab. And They picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to pass. Bring in the heat. Grab near the marker. It's Moss. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they kick it in for 6 more points.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And his first pass is incomplete. This defense has been so dominant, David, that the 12th man feels like he's out there literally. Extra people on the stop troops.
Yeah, no doubt. They've been flying all over the field, and the tradition of the 12th man is like no other. You don't see that anywhere else in college football.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Roadrunners will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And it'll be downed right there.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you can tell they caught up with them to force the fumble.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Reed. The screen, he can go! And he's down at the 41, that's a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this one. He's going for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in this